Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I am going to discuss with you one of the topic related to eye, that is the visual pathways. So what are the visual pathways? These are actually the neural paths. These are actually the neural paths and connections starting in the retina of an eye and terminating in the visual cortex or occipital cortex present in the brain. So what are the visual pathways? These are actually the neural pathways, neural paths and connections starting from the retina of an eye and reaching up till the visual cortex or occipital cortex of the brain. Okay, now first further I discussed that there are three main type of cells which are involved in the visual paths, visual pathways. The first is the photoreceptors, that is rods and cones. First are photoreceptors, second are the bipolar cells, and third is the ganglionic cells. What are these? Ganglionic cells. Photoreceptors, that is rods and cones. So what are these three main type of cells in the visual pathway? Photoreceptors, bipolar cells and ganglionic cells. Now here I draw a schematic diagram of these visual pathways. First I will draw the rods. Now why they are called the rods? Because they are of rod shaped. This is their nucleus, axon, nucleus, axon, nucleus, axon. Here I draw the cone because it is a cone shaped, its nucleus, axon. Now next I will draw the nucleus of bipolar cells. Here it is synapsing with the rods and this is its axon. Here again I will draw the bipolar cell, its nucleus, this is its dendrite, this is its axon. Now the third kind of cell, that is the ganglionic cells. Here it is its nucleus, dendrite and its axon leaving from the retina. Here again I draw the nucleus of ganglionic cell, it is its dendrite and its axon leaving the retina. The axon of the ganglionic cells are also, they join to form the optic nerve. So what is this? This is the optic nerve. Okay, first rods, then bipolar cells and then the ganglionic cells. Here again the cones, same bipolar cell and then the ganglionic cells. Now where these ganglionic cells, the axons of these ganglionic cells, they go? They terminate in a lateral geniculate body. Okay, right, lateral geniculate body, LGB. Okay, LGB stands for lateral geniculate body. Now next, here again the nerve cells arise and where they will terminate different, their axons will terminate in a visual cortex, that is the occipital cortex. So this was all about the visual pathways. So you can appreciate that visual pathways actually start from the retina because the rods and cones, you know that they are present in the retina and all going, it terminate in the occipital cortex of the brain. Now next I will discuss one thing I forget to tell you, that they are also known as optic radiations because these axons emerge like radiation, so they are also known as optic radiations. Now another thing most commonly talked about, written in the literature, first order neuron, second order neuron, third order neuron. Now I want to clear you that what is meant by these first order neuron, second order neuron and third order neuron. In the visual pathway, What is first order neuron? These rods and cones, they are the actually photoreceptors. They receive the light and convert it into an electrical signals, and which is transmitted. So in the first order neuron would be the axon of bipolar cell. Okay, so first order neuron which comes first in the visual pathway, it would be the axon of bipolar cell. Okay, and the second order neuron, it would be the axon of the ganglionic cell. Axon of ganglionic cell, it would be the second order neuron. And what would be the third order neuron? This, the axon of the nerve cell emerging from the lateral geniculate body. Okay, and this is the axon of bipolar cell. So I am again repeating what is the first, second and third order neuron. First order neuron is the axon of the bipolar cell. Second order neuron is the axon of the ganglionic cell, which these axons combine to form the optic nerve. And the third order neuron is actually the axon of the nerve cell, which are nerve cell whose axons are emitting from the lateral geniculate body and terminating in the visual cortex. These axons are actually forming the optic radiations. They are called the third order neuron. This was all about the visual pathways.